We're going to skip this network break and play Rex Jones's report here. And I'd give it an A+, other than the fact that the audio is overdriven. But we're going to fine-tune this each time. Because quite frankly, I just came and turned the mic on and walked out, or I should have been listening that he was overdriving on the mic. My fault, but it just shows how he's pretty much, doing this on his own with the help of John Bound with the editing. And his report breaks down the fact that they always try to condition the youth to be servants of the authoritarian state. Now they're trying to neutralize youth and turn them into mindless people out of the movie WALL-E who just lay around all day and watch television and don't understand entrepreneurial enjoyment. He's done about 6-7 reports over the last few years, and Mama's letting him come to work with me one day a week. So we're going to be having Rex come up with the ideas of what he wants to cover, what he wants to get into. I'd say he contributed about 50% to the writing and finding the articles, and then learning how to edit with John Bound, who's taking him under his wing, doing a great job here in the office. Some people say, hey, his mic sounds overdriven, or you can hear him breathing. Well, I mean, he came in here with the script that he wrote with us and read it pretty much in 1.5 takes. He had to reread a few things a couple times. And, this is him doing it. I mean, soon, I plan in 6 months to have Rex, my son, able to do the editing, the audio, everything. I mean, we're training him to be a reporter at age 11. And yes, he wears a Guy Fawkes mask because Mama don't want his face seen yet, which I agree with. I mean, I say no guts, no glory. Fortune favors the bold. And our fortune is liberty, so I just say show his face. But we'll see what happens. I mean, she's probably right. Erring on the side of prudence is probably the best way to go. But right now, let's go ahead and go to this report on the war on entrepreneurship, the war on barter, the war on us communicating with each other outside of a Walmart. Here it is.
Throughout history, authoritarian regimes have wanted to control the youth and condition them to spy on their parents and to join Hitler Youth. Publications like Forbes and The Week have asked the question, why is there a war on lemonade stands? We're going to answer that important question. An 11-year-old girl's lucrative cupcake business is in limbo. She was prohibited from selling cupcakes that were made in her home and had not made anyone sick. A 4-year-old Iowa girl had her lemonade stand shut down by local police. Her crime? She had been selling lemonade at 25 cents a cup for less than half an hour and probably didn't make much more than $5. Police informed her that a permit would cost $400. In protest to this kooky and insane attack on an American tradition, August 20th is now unofficially National Lemonade Freedom Day. In Virginia, Martha Bonita was threatened with $5,000 per day fines for such horrific crimes as hosting a birthday party for 8 10-year-olds on a rural property without a permit and for advertising pumpkin carvings. In response, Delegate Bob Marshall introduced HB 1219 into the Virginia General Assembly. It states, local officials who abuse zoning authority powers to cower citizens into submission and deprive landowners of constitutional rights in the enjoyment of their land must be subject to fines and actual damages that they cause, including attorney fees. Colorado students and their parents are furious at their high school after administrators rejected their request for a Spirit Week Day honoring America because it might offend non-Americans. In essence, the high school leaned on the side of racism rather than to allow patriotism to flourish. An 11-year-old Oregon girl, Madison Root, tried to help her father pay for expensive braces by selling mistletoe over the holidays. According to her father, the private security guard hired to oversee the Portland security market told her to simply beg for money rather than to sell mistletoe. Her father stated he does not want to encourage begging and wants people to earn their living. She is so keen on high work ethic. Madison confirmed this. I don't want to beg. I'd rather work for something than beg. People are selling stuff. This is a public place. Despite this reprimanding of her business, she now has 38, and I did say 38, people working for her at a decent $9 an hour. The answer to these attacks is to buy local and support small businesses in your community. The establishment would have you buying big box store goods from Foxconn slave factories. Vote with your dollars and buy local American goods and organic foods. Young people, don't let them intimidate you and stop you from becoming free market. Get outside, stop playing video games and watching TV, and start interacting with the real world. Don't let your brain fall into decay and rot like so many others already have. Start your own business, write your own book, start a garden, become a voice for your fellow Americans. The people are fighting back against the globalist movement to outlaw grassroots bartering into extinction. Hi, I'm Rex Jones, and I'm part of the resistance to tyranny. You, too, are part of the resistance to tyranny. And remember, if you are watching this transmission, you are the resistance.
All right, folks, we are back live here. Again, thank you so much for joining us. That is Rex Jones's report. He certainly is excited to be part of the show. And he is absolutely kicking butt on every front. And most of that was his own research. It's incredible to see how he's 11 and has a much greater grasp of adult things than most adults I know. I've taken him out to some meetings with pretty high-powered corporate people, and he sits there and holds conversations with them for hours. These are adults, owners of major companies, you name it, and they're just completely blown away. Alex Jones here with a message to fellow freedom lovers. The prognosis for the entire planetary economic system runs from bad to worse. The globalist model is to shut down societies and starve patriots out until they acquiesce to the global takeover. That's why we've assembled the most vital and important preparedness items at InfoWarsShop.com. These are items that I did research on, that I personally use. We've got the Life Straw, so you can turn fetid water into safe water anywhere you go. The K-Tor hand crank generator to charge up key equipment during power outages or out in the field. Strategic Relocation, 3rd edition by Joel Scalzo. When Disaster Strikes by Matthew Stein. ThyroSafe, used by Homeland Security to protect yourself during any radiological event. Hand crank shortwave AM/FM radios. Everything that we've researched and found to be the best is available at InfoWarsShop.com, and your purchase makes our InfoWar possible. We're getting prepared. Are you? InfoWarsShop.com. Visit InfoWars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.